let's kick this off. We're going to roll a clip from Dennis's James Instagram Live that just went down yesterday. A fan asked him, how come Nick Trigili was talking about Big Ramy not being a good ambassador? Dennis wanted to laugh it off and say, I'm fake news and I don't know anything. Before we roll this clip, I just want to say this is not the first time Dennis James has called me out. This is not probably going to be the last time, especially after this video. And lastly, I'm just not sure why he's so salty about me having a YouTube channel. Millions of people have YouTube channels that talk about bodybuilding, but hear what Dennis had to say real quick, and I'll be right back.
Sir, I just wanted to talk about something about Big Ramy, sir. Lot of people, lot of YouTubers like Nick Trigili, they're making videos about Big Ramy that he does not appear on the social media. He does not give interviews. He doesn't do this. So for me, I think it's totally bullshit to say these things to a Mr. Olympia champion, because I think there's no point of saying this.
Who's saying the things?
Sir, a lot of YouTubers like Nick Trigili who are saying...
That tells me everything. And who else? Generation Iron? Let them do what they do. They're into there. Nobody cares about no Generation Iron or Nick Trigili.
And a lot of other YouTubers, but for me, I believe this is bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
For me, this is what I believe, sir.
What do you want me to say?
I just wanted you to give response to them, because all of them will see the live videos.
Hey, no comment to those fake news outlets.
All right, sir. That's what I wanted to say to the Nick Trigili also. I'll forward this video to Nick Trigili also, sir.
Yeah. All right, my man. Take care.
All right, sir.
All right, bye.
Yeah, sir.
So now you heard what he had to say. I would like to know what I reported has been fake. If there's anything I reported fake, please let me know, Dennis, because I triple check, double check everything before I report it. Because I take this job very serious as a journalist. I'm not sure why Dennis is salty about what I do. It's just a YouTube channel. I have an opportunity to share my opinion. I'm also a bodybuilder, a pro. I won Mr. USA. I competed for 15 years. It seems like no one else has a problem with what I do other than you. Now, why? Probably because I tell it like it is, like you do, right? You're the real deal. You say it like it is. You're honest. That's how you carry yourself, right? You tell the truth. Let's talk about this real quick. Your entire social media profile is fake. It's a facade. Now, I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to give you facts. Well, first off, you're not Big Ramy's coach, but you do project it like you are. Because if you scroll down your Instagram, which I'll show here, it looks like you coach Big Ramy, or at least manage him, or maybe you're his boyfriend. I don't know. One of the three's got to be right? I don't think any of them are. Number two, if you go to Chad's Instagram or anything, I don't see that many photos of Big Ramy. The fact is, he's the one that coaches Big Ramy, not you. He's the one that does all his nutrition, his training, his supplements, his gear. He's the one that checks in with him all the time. You might have text messages, photos of Ramy. That's always your excuse. I have photos of him. But the fact is, if we got Chad on here to say who coaches Ramy, I think Chad will say he's the one that does the work. Am I right? Because if you coach Ramy, then we got to give you credit because you deserve it, right? The fact of the matter is, if you go to your Instagram, it looks like Big Ramy's, because you post Big Ramy more than Big Ramy posts himself. You have more photos of Big Ramy than anyone else on your Instagram. And why is that? Because you're marketing yourself as Big Ramy's coach to these little kids in third world countries, in our country, to get clients. Because you can't get clients off of hard work. You can't get clients by actually having good clients win shows. Because you don't have any. You don't train pros. You don't train national qualified athletes. And if you do, you don't post them. You don't post them. And that's weird if you don't post them. Because why would you not want to show your hard work off if you're a coach for a living? Now, maybe you're not a coach for a living. Maybe you're just sponsored by Enhanced Labs because that's what you negotiate in Ramy's contract. So the only reason you're sponsored by Enhanced is because you made Enhanced Labs sponsor you. That's right, people, because he originally had a deal, Big Ramy, with Redcon. He had deals with GAT. He had deals with a lot of other sponsors. Not even going to name drop them because I don't know if I'm allowed to by law, but allegedly he was negotiating with a lot of companies. But the reason Ramy didn't sign with them is because of Dennis, because Dennis needed his $100K to pay his bills, because without it, I don't know if Dennis would be here. Because let's be honest, without Big Ramy, who would Dennis James be? What does Dennis James do for the sport other than rip on teenagers on Instagram Live and commentate a couple shows a year? I guess he's a prep coach, right? Since he preps so many people, but I don't see any of them. So we wouldn't know if he actually coaches anybody. But let's go back to the big Ramy story. When Ramy was negotiating for his contract, he didn't sign with these other companies. Allegedly, Dennis couldn't get paid, and Dennis was negotiating for him. And no one wanted to pay Dennis what he asked for on top of Ramy's salary because they were like, what do we need Dennis for? We're signing big Ramy. And if you're not his manager, then why do we need to pay you too? So I don't think Enhanced Labs was the right move for Ramy long-term, for his career, for, long-term success. That's just my opinion. I think the other companies would have done a better job marketing him. To each their own. If Ramy's happy, Ramy's happy. We haven't seen anything from big Ramy. Zero since the Olympia. We saw an Instagram live after I've called him out for 6 minutes on Dennis James' Instagram because Dennis James initiated the Instagram live, not because Big Ramy did or Big Ramy wanted to show his workout or talk about nutrition. They just talked about his weight again. Oh, he weighs 340 and Ramy pulled up his shirt with another shirt underneath. It did nothing for the bodybuilding fans of Big Ramy. It did nothing for the sport. So the Instagram live was a fail, in my opinion. And that doesn't count as points towards being an ambassador because you won Instagram live for 6 minutes on Dennis James' Instagram. Now, if Ramy can't travel, like you said, because of COVID or because the promoters have no money to pay Ramy or the sponsor doesn't want to support Ramy traveling, okay, so then go digital like everyone else is. Everyone else has YouTubes. Everyone else shares photos and workouts on Instagram. Why can't Big Ramy do that in the meantime? And it's just a question. It's not an insult. I mean it sincerely. Why can't Ramy do more on social media? How come he can't pay someone to film him to work out, to edit his workouts? Film him taking Enhanced Labs at the gym, at his home. How about his meals? What does he eat? Anything. Literally anything is better than what he's doing now. Because now we're months removed from the Olympia and we have seen nothing from Ramy. And traveling is not an excuse because everyone's traveling. Everyone's traveling. And United States is wide open. Ramy could be here, or if you're his manager, why else would you be getting paid? Why can't you go there and travel with Ramy? Take him around, film his workouts, help him. Be the bitch that you are for Ramy, because what else are you getting paid for? And the fact is, if Big Ramy was doing as much as any of these other guys on social media, nobody would complain. The reason people are complaining is because obviously it's a problem. Obviously there's something that Ramy's not doing if people aren't happy, if his fans aren't happy. And if you were anything of a stand-up individual, you would realize that this is just constructive criticism. And you should take it with a grain of salt and be like, you know what? Ramy could do more. We can always do more. Let's improve. Let's get more photos out there. Let's get more content out there. Let's leverage Enhanced Labs business to get him appearances. Because that's what you do with a supplement company. If a big store or anyone has a big promotion and buys a lot of Enhanced Lab subs, they usually throw Big Ramy in for a guest appearance. We haven't even seen that. So what is he really doing then? Why can't he share more of his life? Why can't you help with that? Or why can't Enhanced Labs hire someone to do that? Again, this was all for Dennis James' financial gain. It wasn't for Big Ramy. I'm sure if you asked Big Ramy, he probably wanted to sign with another company.